The maiden flight touched down at the Jackson's International Airport from Nadi, Fiji, just after 1 p.m. today. The flight was funded by the Australian government.
Australia is very pleased that we are able to support with $3 million the establishment of Pacific Air Services to be able to bring equipment to all the Pacific Island PIF nations. It's part of the Pacific Humanitarian Pathway.
The medical supplies include protective masks, suits, gloves, thermometers and ventilators.
The Pacific Humanitarian Pathway is an initiative that was launched under the initiative of the Pacific Islands Forum, and it was an idea that was driven by Dame Meg Taylor, which all Papua New Guineans know very well. The UN is proud to be partnering with the Pacific Islands Forum Secretariat and is appreciative of the support of the government of Australia that is financing the air services. It is the UN World Food Programme that is operating these air services that would allow all the Pacific states to be able to access humanitarian supplies and allow for humanitarian and medical personnel to move among the different Pacific islands that have been heavily affected by the restrictions in terms of transport.
Health Minister Jelta Wong was joined by Controller and Police Commissioner David Manning and Deputy Controller Dr. Paisen Dakulala, as well as other dignitaries to receive the equipment at the APAC terminal.
As you can see, it's a joint operation between Australia, WHO and UNICEF, the European Union and everything. I want to thank the Jack Ma Foundation for donating more PPE gear and respirators to our country. These are equipment and machinery that we desperately need as our numbers are rising. As we've always said, everyone has to be aware and not to be complacent.
According to Dr. Dakulala, the equipment will be stored at the storage warehouse in Port Moresby and delivered to the areas where needed. The closure of airports and grounding of aircraft as a result of COVID-19 prevention measures has dramatically reduced commercial air services, placing stress on the Pacific region's supply chains. This has made it difficult for humanitarian and health organizations to get vital supplies and personnel to where they are needed most. Dennis Orere, National EMTV News.